there comes a moment when you realize that you have gotten to a point where it's not about going out, partying, getting drunk, having the time of your life according to yourself, your truth. And one day you find yourself doing the same thing day in and day out, which some folks call it a routine. Getting up in the morning, heading out to work, getting up at night, heading off to work. And the only thing that stays the same sometimes is you putting your head to sleep. You know, when you place your head on your pillow and you're trying to get that R&R time, you're gonna come to this time frame where as you're laying down, you're gonna ask yourself, how am I still alive? And what happens to me when I'm dead? What is the death process like? Well, imagine you can't breathe. But the fact that you cannot breathe, married with the concept of peace, that's what death is like. That you accept what's about to happen. And majority of the time, your body goes into shock. If you've been working 12, 16-hour shifts, and you finally get that nice, day off, you don't have to worry about much. Notice how when you go to bed, you'll crash out immediately because you need that time rest. But while you're resting, you notice that your body begins to spasm. And that's simply because your body's trying to tell your brain that, hey, I'm still alive. And that is why we cannot truly get that R&R for 8 hours straight. Because if we get that R&R to stretch longer than the 2 minutes or whatever medical book says, anything past a certain point, the brain thinks it's dead and it'll stop pumping blood. It's only logical. But what I'm trying to get at is, you'll notice, you'll begin to question yourself, like, what happens? What happens if I die tomorrow? And that's when you need to check your mindset. I think the secret here that I'm trying to convey is, forget about yesterday, don't worry about tomorrow, and focus on the right now, present time, this moment. And that's how you'll know that you're living a good life.